Merp. Merp. Anyway, fuck that TV right there. My sister and I were watching it. I had a laptop here. I got HDMI cord going to it. I got the fucking heresies. And it was the phase linear, and fuck that TV. So, Chewbacca and I have agreed, temporarily, until the acoustics of this place can be sorted. I've set this room up. Okay. This is called the guest bedroom because it's got like double access to the bathroom. It's got a closet. There's a pull-out couch. This is a pull-out couch, which I haven't pulled out. What if there's just human hands in it? I don't know. But I brought my 43-inch. This was the sim racing cockpit television up. That's my home theater PC from my living room that did all my movies. Every time we were in my living room doing speaker reviews or anything, that was that computer from the big rack. I've thrown my VMVD1 DAC on it because if you have a VMVD1 DAC and you're sitting on a shelf, what the fuck is wrong with you? I also needed a DAC that had a remote that did volume control that wasn't the D90 that does woo, woo, woo. So I picked that one. You have to excuse the shitty light. We're losing sun and the lights in here. Even though I changed those to LED and they're supposed to be 100 watt equivalent, it's a terrible system regardless. It's a dark ass room. But the dark ass room is fine because we've got a decently comfy couch. I added my pillow from the daybed. Chewbacca recognizes this. There was an ottoman in the closet. I've got the Mackie MR624s pasta. Link the Mackie MR624s on a set of, I think these are Kanto stands. So it's basically, and that's got the Wi-Fi antenna, which is using 2 gigahertz because it's too far away from where the networking is happening. But it still seems to run 1080p video fine. So I got it's wirelessly networked home theater PC hooked up via USB to a VMVD1 that is outputting via balanced cable to these. And we've got this room, which I can close the doors, even though it projects sound just endlessly into the rest of the house, which you heard at the beginning. And I'm just going to sit here and I'm going to watch my basic content. My 50-inch TV is in the basement, the one from my living room with a 1080p 50-inch TV. Problem with that, I don't have the stand for it. That's been lost in the fire. There was a fire, I'm sure, and I can't find it. So either I lean a 50-inch 1080p TV against the wall, or I just use this smaller 4K, which is we're probably about the exact same distance I would be from my TV at home. This is all temporary. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Zeos. Everything is temporary because life is temporary. Eventually I'll be dead, but I'll have like 7 or 8 or 12 different revisions of home theater and basement home theater and loft home theater. This place up here, this wonderful thing up here, that's currently got the Swan M3As, and they sound pretty good when you sit right in front of it. But there's also this echo, so it's not great. When I can control that, I might put a projection screen behind that wooden thing, like electric roll down, and it's gonna big 235 to 1 because I'm dedicated to that fucking format. If I put a 235 to 1 projection screen that comes out from behind that beam, like 18 feet wide, that whole space will be. Let's fucking go up there. I don't want to go up there. That involves stairs, and I'm wearing slippers. But basically, this living room, I can see this being like maybe dedicated listening. I have to explain my TV. I may have explained this on before I go up the stairs. I need to rest. I'm winded from that walk. There will be a rolling. That setup in that room will not be there because it's obviously going to be an actual guest bedroom. But there'll be like a cabinet with wheels that you can't see, and a TV bigger than the 43, like a 65 or maybe a 70, and it'll park its ass right here under the stairs. And in the cabinet will be an uninterruptible power supply that powers a TV that has the buzzer disabled. There will be a laptop that runs off a battery and being charged constantly that sends signal to the TV. And there will be a reversed extendable plug. Like the ones you get at a shop that you pull out and it's got females. Well, I'm going to cut the ends off and reverse it so it has a positive. So it's going to go into this corner, I'm going to plug into the wall, and it's going to be my TV. So when I'm in the kitchen over here, or if nothing's happening, there's a TV there. You just going to follow me around this whole time? Is that a dead bee? There's a dead bee. Goodbye, dead bee. There was bees. There's a whole thing. And the reason it's going to be on wheels and disconnectable and battery powerable is because if I'm cooking at the stove, I can't look at that. I mean, I could do this. I hate it. I hated doing it at home. So I'm gonna be able to unplug the TV from there, and while it's running and playing whatever I want, quietly roll it on rubber feet all the way around to this area, which I have no fucking concept of what I'm doing with it. I feel like if I have a pool out there at some point, this area is gonna be useless. No one wants to walk in and around a table or anything. So I'll just roll the TV here, because when I'm cooking, it's, in fact, we gotta turn the lights on. Scoozy. There we go. One of those. That's terrible lights, don't turn those on. So I'm gonna be cooking, it's gonna be mostly here, maybe coming here to rinse something, or I could even go here. Keeping my eye on the prize, need to be distracted from my life. But if I have guests and they don't wanna do the big projector, if they have a football game or something, I could take that TV that is not attached to anything and just roll it right here in front of this center door. Why? Because I've got two other fucking doors. Originally this house was supposed to have windows there, but they said, what are we doing? That's stupid. Just put more doors. We're buying fucking 6 doors. You might as well make it 8 doors. We got 3 doors and we had 1 door and 2 more doors in the bedrooms. Let's make it 8 doors. So now I got 8 doors. I can completely block this door, roll a TV. I have a wraparound couch or some sort of couch that'll be here for guests. And Chewbacca will be here. And you just, whatever's happening. Speakers, go on. Now, that's down here's like YouTube entertainment. Some best of the worst has come out. Or I want to watch a 7-hour Mauler video. That's fine. This spot, this is the coolest place I've ever seen, and it's why I bought the house. No, I bought the house because of the basement. No, I bought the house because of the giant garage. It's one of those things, or the distance to the neighbors. I don't know. One of these things did it. Maybe it was this view. There's many reasons I own this house now, but, okay. But, I'm picturing this, Princess Pasta comes to America, whether it's temporary or permanent, doesn't matter. And she does her thing with magical plants, plants of all sorts of varieties that can live all around this. And maybe there's some beanbag chairs and a few really fine, rare love seats tucked away in the corners. And you look and there's some speakers, and you know, oh, there's speakers. But then, because you can't see it from here, and I'm not gonna show how this wire because I'm looking at it, boom, we've got this perfect space for a projection screen to mount behind this, so it doesn't affect the view of the look of the house. I don't want to fuck this house up. I know me, I'll fuck it up. I'll have to hide the wires, whatever I'm doing. Projection screen's hidden behind here, comes down. I could have the projector itself come up out of a cabinet if I don't want to mount it. Well, it's gonna be hard to get a projection screen as big as I want without it being as far back as possible. So it's probably gonna be a cabinet projector that comes up out of a cabinet. Boom. It's gonna make seating a little bit weird because you can't sit right in front of it because you'll be blocking it. Let's have it come up really high. We'll see. That's TBD. Or I can get one of those crazy wide projectors that sits in a box on the floor and just says, wah. Because this wall from here to here is like 20 feet. My old projection screen from home was 8, which is roughly the size of like, a little bit wider than between those 2 posts. Probably between the speakers would fit it. And that's not enough. So up here would have whatever speakers I'm testing or demoing or whatever speakers I've decided on. There'll be sound panels on some of the gaps. You don't see the projector, you don't see the screen. We have a bunch of friends. Maybe the bar goes up here. I'm feeling like as much as I don't drink, I would like a bar. And Pasta would certainly like a bar. Especially if she's in America for an extended period of time, she's gonna need a bar. So the bar would be, I need to make this place, because it was only an office for the guy. He literally had his desk, and he sat up here and he could see out on his grass and nothing. I don't know why I guess you wanna see the sky there and the backyard. Once there's a pool there, that's gonna be cool as fuck. Pool there, cool as fuck. So, bar, screen, this has to be the place where everyone wants to be. When I was a kid, I'm imagining this place for children, for reasons. But when I was a kid, what would be the coolest place that you're not allowed to go? It would be the loft with the screen and the alcohol probably tucked in that corner or something. And then just sit down in a beanbag and just fucking watch it all. And obviously that's happening at night and not during the day. And then here's my thoughts for the channels. Since those speakers are gonna be down there, probably, for when the TV rolls in, all I need is a speaker selector, and then I can have those switch to rear channels, because the echo alone will just make it sound epic. I've had those ohms on, and if you sit up here, the ohms fill the entire like room. So I could have directional front speakers. It'll need a center channel. Like I'm telling you now, mono sounds better in this house than stereo. But boom, big thing comes down. Everyone's up here. Everyone's drinking, having a good time. Lightning storms coming in. The fans are blowing. The air conditioner's doing all right. And then, you know, when you don't need that, you come down drunkenly down these steps. There's probably at a second handrail for drunk people, which I think there's 16 steps, which is good. It's a good number. And then you have like the chill area, which everything's a chill area. My whole life should be a chill area. And if you need to do anything in the kitchen, boops. Boom. Got the kitchen. I'll be cooking. I'll probably be cooking down here, honestly. Are those lights on? No, those lights are weird. I will eventually figure out where all these light switches are. We hate these globes. Like this deck currently is sad. This is the saddest deck. It's a deck and grass, and sometimes deer go by. It's not enough. What do you want? You want to go out? Out? You want to leave? Goodbye. Go eat groundhogs for a living. You know what? It's actually nice out. I could do a cross ventilation thing where I shut the air conditioners off and just... That has giant rips in it. Like literally fucking giant. Like every bug on earth can come through there. Oh well. How did I start this video? Yes. So I'm thinking this room is just telling you what's going on. I used to have the 32 in here or down here, and I'm like, that's hilariously too small. 43 weighs nothing. Bring it up. Set some speakers up just so I could sit. I just need to sit down and watch fucking shows and TV shows. I need to catch up on my anime. In fact, I need to do that right here. Quarantine Kitchen, the hentai that made me cry. I have to watch that. That's Gigguk. The toy cars in the Peterson Museum vault. Yes, let's open that up. We got a Gigguk tournament arc again. Chocolate cream. I don't know why there's Vocaloid things in here. Oh, the Snacks Snyder Toxic Cut. That's going to be interesting. Where is it? God damn it. Oh, because I opened it, it's not going to show it? Damn. That looks like an MMD I have to watch. I don't even like MMDs, but I'm going to end up watching a bunch of them. I left it playing as like a playlist, and now it just won't stop. Critical Drinker to Demolition Man, 1 week ago. Did I watch that? Yeah, he tore it apart, and I was not happy with that. Oh, there you go. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure Bogus Journey.
Well, Mike, we're back here on
review. Okay. Oh, there's 2 out of 3 bidets are now set up. This one, I don't have the hardware to mount it, like the actual piping, but I got the unit. So you're next. But now I'm going to cook dinner, and I'm sorry for filming this in the Hero 4. The Hero 8 is in the basement, and there's just too many steps. I need a pole. I thought about putting a pole. I thought about like right here in the corner, just cut a hole in the floor and make it so I could step off that and take a pole, and then I could have like a button that pops the door open and I could keep sliding down to the basement. But then up is still a problem. Anyway, I don't know where this video is going. All I want to say is fuck that television, because I was getting used to it. My sister and I were sitting here and we were just watching like fucking, what did we have on? The Rocketeer was on or something else. And it's like, you know what? This sucks. And then I set up that room because fuck this TV. Fuck high televisions. And eventually, the gallery will be set up. I got all my artwork out of the apartment. There's 1 or 2 pictures hung up. Here, these are the ones from my bathroom. These are the ones that have to do with plants. Everything's got a touch of anime and a touch of green. I like green. I like that's a real plant. That's not fake. That's fake. That's anime, so that doesn't count. But that's anime too. But yeah, no, that's currently my brain chewing on things and then saying, Zeus, cut your grass. Don't you want to cut your grass? And I'm like, I don't know if I want to cut my grass. It seems scary. We'll figure it out in a bit.